her to death.
Hey! What are you two guys doing in the girls' dormitory?
Just helping Sarah and Greta with their bags.
Yeah, so I see. You're supposed to be in the Great Hall anyway, so come on, get a move on.
Good evening, and welcome to this, our 5th annual music camp. Once again this year, we have with us some of the finest music teachers in Australia, and as I'm led to believe, some of the finest students. So, work hard, enjoy your music, and make the best of your opportunities. Those of you who've been here before will know the rules, but I'll go over them again for the newcomers. Most importantly, the dam and the caretaker's cottage are out of bounds, as are any other buildings other than those that we've been allocated. The girls' dormitory is out of bounds to the boys, and the boys' dormitory is out of bounds to the girls. And finally, I'd like to have a word about the ghost, variously described as an axe-murdering maniac, or the creature from the old dam with 2 heads and an outboard motor. Well, I can tell you all that there is no ghost. Disappointing, I realise, but there you have it. So, I don't think there's anything else to be done except get on with our music.
Why did I mention it?
Ah, they'll settle down in a while. There are worse things than ghosts, you know.
What?
Theory classes.
Take it.
Gotta hand it to you, mate.
Do you all have to make so much noise?
Oh, good one. Get back to your reading, mate.
He's right. He's right.
Look, I'm sorry, mate. My name's Colin Nash. My friends call me Flea.
All right, you lot, come on. It's lights out. You got a big day tomorrow. I'm glad to see someone's taking it seriously.
Please, sir, can I have an aspirin?
Interrupting anything, are we?
No, sir.
Would you like to play it as a solo or play along with the rest of us? All right, then. Let's take it from the pickup to bar 81. The winner is... What are you doing now? Making up for being late last time? All right. We'll take a 5-minute break while Timpani swats up on his music. And violins, we'll look at bar 88.
Stick to your guns, mate. You're an individual. Hey, Flea, when are you going to tell him you can't read music?
It's not real, it's plastic.
It amuses you, does it?
Well, it's during a break.
According to Mr. Gwynn, this isn't the first time.
It's not my scene, all this classical stuff. It's boring.
It's not, if you give it a chance, Colin. You're self-taught. You're gifted. But there's more to life than garage bands. Look, Colin, you have a wonderful opportunity here. You can waste it if you want to. But I cannot have you disrupting the other students. Do you understand?
Yes, miss.
Back to your music.
How's it going?
We get one every year. He'd much rather clown around than work.
Seize fate by the thread, boy.
Weird.
Who's that? I don't know. He kept staring at me. What a creep.
What are you doing?
Exploring. Wanna come?
No, thanks. I'm busy.
Oh, Sarah. God, don't you think of anything else?
Not if I can help it. Watch out for the ghost. Ex-American walks at night.
Oh, grow up.
Just thought we'd keep you company, mate.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Well, been through your compositions. Very impressive and very long. Doesn't anybody just write love songs anymore? What's this? Jason, why didn't you hand this in yesterday?
I didn't think you'd understand it.
Oh, and now?
You may as well have a look.
Just a minor work, is it, Jason?
Now, if we take it from Bar Sim... Ah, our caretaker at last, Mr. Bretherton. We seem to have suffered an infestation. A rat. Somehow it found its way into one of our instruments. An appalling state of affairs.
There are no rats here.
What?
I mean, there is nothing for them to eat.
Then what's this? The ghost of Christmas past? Now, where were we? But I'd be grateful if you'd dispose of it, Mr. Bretherton. I've enough distractions as it is. Now, if we pick it up from bar 71, and violins, please. Sforzando and fortissimo.
What if he tells me it's Jonas?
Nah. He's looking at me again. Who? Oh, the creep. Hey, Greta, I think he wants a date.
A rat, Mr. Gwyn.
As thick as your wrist. We had to sterilize everything.
Sounds like another prank to me.
And you know, all that old fool could say was there were no rats in the building. Well, who put it there? The ghost?
You don't believe those stories, do you, Mr. Gwyn?
Of course not. But the children do, and that's the problem.
If you like, I'll have a word with them.
Thank you. I'm quite capable of administering my own discipline, Miss Jonas. If it was a prank, you can be sure it won't happen again.
I was going to put it in a dam, like a hand coming out of the water. But let's put it near the girl's dorm instead.
What? Tonight? After lights out?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
What the hell was that? It was a ghost, wasn't it?
Don't be stupid. It was a caretaker.
Carrying an axe? Why was he carrying an axe?
I don't know.
It's all right. It's only me.
King!
How silly of me to make such a noise.
I was lopping a branch outside the window. Mrs. Keene said it was keeping her awake.
It's just that I came in and saw this man with an axe.
What's wrong?
Just a little misunderstanding.
We thought someone was being murdered.
Scared me out, Miss Keene, but when I saw her face...
Oh, very
What are all these ghost stories, anyway?
Ah, this place is supposed to be haunted. Dates back to when it was an artist's colony. I think the story was put about to keep people away.
Well, Mrs. Keene believes every word of it.
I wouldn't be surprised. What are you reading?
A concerto for piccolo, pop group and orchestra by Jason Twingali.
Any good?
Well, it's either a work of genius or utter rubbish, and I'm damned if I know which.
Well, has he got it?
I can't see.
We've got to get that arm back.
Oh, no. I'm not going into any graveyard.
Martin, you can't. Martin, wait. Martin, wait for me. Martin. He was just standing there with this enormous axe. Did he have anything else? Oh, Did he have a severed arm?
Oh, get real, Flea. He was chopping up a branch that was banging on Mrs. Keen's window.
Perhaps he gave it to Miss Jonas.
No, we'd know about it.
What are you two on about?
Flea thought he saw a ghost last night.
Oh, what an idiot.
A bit late. Timpani, you come in with the rest of us at letter B. Look at it. Can't you see?
Yes, Mr. Quinn.
Let's try it again.
Now, the last day concert. What do we think about the original compositions?
Well, I think the symphony is quite acceptable, given the age of its composer. A little primitive, perhaps.
We all agree on the symphony, then?
Yeah.
What about the other piece?
Oh, you have to be joking. Concerto for piccolo, pop group, and orchestra. Well, whose orchestra, may I ask?
Well, yours, we hoped. I can provide the rest.
But it's utter nonsense.
I'll admit it's got its problems.
Problems?
But I think it deserves a performance.
Well, I'm sure I don't know.
So, I get the casting vote.
Well, you've got to admit, it's original.
It's nonsense.
Well, I rather liked it.
What?
And I suppose you'll be doing some more work on it, Mike?
Of course.
Have you read the solo? It's unplayable. You'll need a virtuoso.
I agree. And we'll change it.
Let's rehearse it anyway. If it's not up to scratch, we can drop it.
Thanks.
The composer's got a right to find out.
But it can't be changed. It's crucial to the entire piece.
Look, I had to battle to get it this far. Don't push your luck.
I'm the composer. I know what I want.
Jason.
It's a question of integrity.
Look, the piece is virtually unplayable. And we're limited by our resources.
That's not my problem.
Well, of course it is. It doesn't come up in rehearsal. The piece will be dropped from the concert.
All right. Then I'm going to have to decide which is more important. The composition or the performance?
Yes, Jason.
Wait, wake up. It's Sarah.
What?
I was supposed to meet her an hour ago.
Don't you think of anything else?
But she isn't there. Something's happened. We're supposed to meet here.
Why so close to the old man's house?
So he wouldn't get caught.
Oh, jeez, Marty.
Shh. I'll check with the girls. She's not in the dorm.
What do you think's happened?
I don't know.
Shh. What?
What's that? What do you think he's doing?
We've got to get help.
Wait, what are we going to tell him?
The truth.
Jason?
I've rewritten the solo.
Great.
For violin.
What?
There's a girl in the orchestra. She's very good. She won't find it that difficult.
Jason, you've hardly changed it at all.
Yes, I have. It's for violin.
Jason, come on.
You said I had to take our resources into account, so I have.
Now, the second piece of music, if we can call it that, is a different matter entirely. The pop group elements will be provided by Mr. Yanovic's class, while the rest, unfortunately, is up to us. The unenviable task of the solo is to go to Greta Thornton. Good luck, my dear. You'll need it. I won't pretend that I approve of this so-called composition. Decomposition, I think, might be a more accurate description. However, we are going to treat it seriously. Well, as seriously as we can. In the meantime, however, the sanity and sanctity of Beethoven. Bar 23, please. With feeling.
It's just signed with initial L.
Did someone slip this under your door?
It was there when I woke up. My first thought was Mr. Gwynn, but he's married.
It's a very childish hand, Mrs. King.
You think it was one of the students?
Well, we've had our fair share of mischief.
Practical joke. It's not a very nice thing to do.
No. No, it isn't.
My immortal beloved. I was touched.
You can't help yourself, can you? And don't pretend it isn't yours. Colin, Mr. Gwynn said the other day you were perfect. How can you play so well one day and then waste everybody's time the next?
I don't know.
And what about this? My immortal beloved, my angel, my all, my very self. Wherever I am, you are with me. What is life without you?
What is it?
It's a rather infamous love letter by Beethoven. Somebody slipped it under Mrs. Keene's door last night.
And you thought it was me?
It's in the library. Wouldn't have been hard to find.
It's not even my writing.
Isn't it?
How would I do it?
Why do you eat spider sandwiches? Any more trouble and you're out.
It's impossible.
Look, she's nearly got it.
But it sounds awful.
Give it time.
Greta, let's try it without the orchestra.
solo. It was weird. He nearly put me off.
Put you off? It's how you got it right. Get real. The same thing happened to me.
What do you mean?
You know when I played like that the other day? It wasn't me, Greta.
You say that again.
It's the old man. It's like he's got some sort of power.
Finally happened. His brain's fallen out.
Flea, I'm afraid, is an idiot.
Oh, hello.
Greta, I'd like to thank you for the solo today.
Thanks. Thanks for writing it.
I knew it was good. It just took someone to show them.
Would you like to join us?
No, thanks. I don't play games.
Oh.
I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Jason, Jason, wherefore art thou, Jason?
Thanks.
Hey, Flea, what are you reading?
Oh, just this book about Beethoven. What? Immortal, beloved. It's about this woman he loved and the letters he sent her. They're really hot.
Give us a look.
What a weirdo he was. Ranting and raving about the place. He was as mad as a meat axe.
Never thought I'd see you reading about the Master's Flea.
Yeah, neither did I.
Hey, Flea, what happened last night?
Flea, what's going on?
You saw something last night. You're just not talking.
Why not? You wouldn't believe me.
Come on, you lot. Hurry to class. Colin, will you take this mail to the caretaker, please?
Yes, Miss Jonas.
Come along, you two. You'll be late.
Ludwig von Beethoven, L.V. President.
Gave me a start.
Mrs. Kane, you know most of the stories about this place. Do you believe them?
Most of them, no. There never was an axe murderer, for instance.
Or a ghost?
Many, many years ago, they used to have a Beethoven festival here. One year, so the story goes, there was a pianist, a very fine pianist, who was so obsessed with the master's music that he changed his name to Beethoven himself. Well, he went on to win the festival. He was brilliant, quite sensational. And then, for some tragic and unknown reason, he went and drowned himself in the dam. He's buried in the churchyard over there. And some say that his ghost has never left here. But it's just a story.
Well, you heard it. It was appalling.
I heard it played so badly.
Don't blame the players. It's the music.
You've got to admit it was pretty awful.
It's a terribly difficult piece.
Well, I simply refuse to conduct it. That's that.
But surely that's what we're here for, to encourage experimentation, innovation. Look, you can't take it out.
The choir could do another item.
The program's too long anyway. Mike, I'm sorry.
Jason? Jason! I'm sorry.
Look, it wasn't your fault, okay? You went up to it.
I was the other day.
Yeah, but not when it counted.
Poor old Greta. She thinks it's her fault.
Suppose you blame the caretaker.
Cheer up. It was a revolting piece of music.
In the olden days, they had a Beethoven festival here. It's run by someone with the same name as the composer. Afterwards, he drowned himself in the dam. The caretaker's got the same initials as Beethoven, LVB, and he's got the hots for Mrs. Keene, who had one of Beethoven's love letters pushed under her door the other night. And the only time I've ever played properly was when he was there to watch. Same thing happened to Greta, though she won't admit it. Beethoven suffered from liver failure. He'd swell up so much the doctors would have to cut him to relieve the pressure. And last night, I saw the caretaker walking around in the moonlight, streaming like a sprinkler system. But I wouldn't believe me if I was you. I don't believe it myself.
Hey, wake up. Wake up. What's going on? Go and get some. Hey. There's girls in here.
Yeah, I know.
Martin, come over here. Oh, stop. Hey, give it up.
Oh, I think I'm going to be sick. I've eaten too much.
Flea, why don't you tell everyone about Beethoven's ghost?
Yeah, go on, Flea.
What was that?
What? What?
Someone's coming. Shh.
Quick, quick, quick.
Anyone for pizza? We wouldn't want anyone to hear, would we? I was sorry to hear about your composition. But don't worry. They wouldn't know. And you will play better tomorrow.
But...
A great musician wins his audience with his genius. He doesn't grovel for approval. He doesn't need it. As for critics, what do they know? Never trust a man whose only contribution to music is his opinions. His instrument is a monotone, and that is not music at all. You have done a lot of reading. Tell me, who was it who said to a performer who complained that his composition was unplayable, "Oh, but it's not for you"?
It's for another age. Beethoven.
Hello. Good on you. You're a good sport.
What?
Have you told the kids?
About what?
Leaving in the concerto.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it's in the program.
Well, didn't you type it again?
Of course I did. I changed the opening number, remember?
Thank you, Miss Jonas. We won't let you down.
But you might have let us know.
Come on, Greta, let's go and tell the others.
Well, I'm not conducting.
Don't look at me.
The next item on our program is a composition by one of our students, Jason Pengali. I think it is fair to describe it as a rather ambitious work, and one we haven't had a lot of time to rehearse. It is, however, yet another example of what we've been doing here this summer, and, well, I hope you enjoy it. Ladies and gentlemen, to conduct the first public performance of his own work, the composer.
yours? Greta?
Yeah.
Greta, I'd like to thank you.
What for?
Well, I thought you played fairly well.
Fairly well. She made you look like a genius.
All right, Martin.
I can say thank you.
What else should I do?
Give her a kiss.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Mr. Jones.
Have you got something out of it, man?
See you next year.
Thanks.
Jason, it was a pleasure.
I told you you'd work.
Yes.
Goodbye, Colin. We're going to see you back again next year.
Oh, maybe.
You did well.
Not too bad yourself.
Thanks.
You know, there are some things we'll just never understand.
Do you believe in the supernatural?
No more jazz and jingles.
Right to me, Jason. Yeah, okay. Right
I'll
to
call
me.
you.
See you, Jason.
Bye.
Sea is freight by the throat, boy.